Tell me about Robbie's Rex.
Oh, I got a huge marketing team in here. Similar to we built the business around that, and they like to clown me. I come up with crazy ideas. I give it to the people behind my screen, and there's 4 girls laughing at the podcast.
Hilarious.
Right,
fantastic. Robbie's Rex. Let's go, baby. Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I'm your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We started this crazy show back in 2017 when nobody was listening. We just had an idea that as a restaurant owner running our restaurants here in San Diego, I thought, what a great way to reach out to other smart people and ask them questions about their business. How are they running their restaurants? How are they using technology? How are they amplifying their story with their brand? And crazy enough, we built a media company on top of our restaurant as a result of that first show. The goal on this show is always to bring on the best hospitality minds, tech minds, and storytellers. And today we have one of those gentlemen. His name is Robbie Schloss. He is the owner, founder of Shore Club in Chicago, as well as JoJo's ShakeBAR. And Robbie, I'm really excited to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Give me high level. How many employees do you have? How many concepts do you have? How many locations? Bring us into the hospitality group that is Robbie Schloss.
Yeah, so we're a Castle Hospitality Group. Started out in 2017. My business partner and I came together from a bunch of different projects. We did one together called Shore Club, 12,000 square foot beach club on North Avenue Beach in Chicago. Real dynamic space, restaurant, patio, beach club, but it's only open 5-6 months a year. So we had a lot of success early on and right away said, what's next? And our second concept together was JoJo's ShakeBAR. And now we're on our 9th location at JoJo's. Wow. And that one takes up so much time and effort and expanded so rapidly that it is those 2 concepts that we're focused on. We have a few in the hopper right now that we're getting closer to. But 2 fun concepts, very different. Shore Club is a beach club. It's got great coastal fare, drinking your hand, feet in the sand type of thing. And then once that closes, we really focus on JoJo's. And you got American Diner Classics, over-the-top shakes, really, really fun stuff over there. And as you said, and as you've noticed in your business, marketing and attention to media is really everything. And at JoJo's, you will see that we spend an insane amount of time on our marketing and getting guests and through the door.
Bring me into what's the vibe, the JoJo's vibe. I mean, you guys already have 124,000 Instagram followers alone. Right when you hit your page, you can feel it. Describe it for the audience. We'll put links into the show notes so people can check out what you guys are doing on social.
Yeah, JoJo's is a throwback to 80s and 90s, right? So I grew up in the 80s and I loved, going to these restaurants and seeing how my parents grew up, and they had Johnny Rockets and Ed DeBevick's, and they had all these cool throwbacks to the 60s and 70s, but no one was really doing anything for us. So you walk into one of our stores and you're going to hear old school hip hop, everything from Biggie and Eminem to Madonna, Whitney Houston, all the good classics from the 80s and 90s. And beyond. And then on our TVs, you're going to see good movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Footloose, all the fun ones. And then we pay homage to those on our menu. So you're going to see drinks and food items that tribute to those classics. But it's fun, it's vibrant, it's exciting. Our servers welcome you in and give you that sense of hospitality that we kind of feel is missing in the average restaurant today. There's not a spot in our restaurant that you can look around and it feels empty. Everywhere you look, you're going to find something that you didn't see the time before, from our arcade games to the music and movies that I talked about and the stuff on the menu. That's like the start. And then we have our servers taking Polaroid pictures for your first shot of Malort. We have cooler than bottle service, which are like igloo coolers that you can get a 6-pack on your table. And the old igloos you used to take a lunch class. or lunch period. So really an immersive dining experience, 7 days a week. And then, as I'm sure we'll talk about, we do themed pop-ups at all of our locations as well.
Tell me about the theme pop-ups.
Our biggest one is Winter Wonderland. Every year at our Hubbard Street location, we do a massive, 4,000 square foot outdoor tent. We do it's a 40-foot Christmas tree in the center, and we triple the size of our store. There's a few dozen Christmas trees inside there as well. The whole place is decked out. It's pretty amazing. And then we have cocktails and food pairings and everything to go with it. And I think the star of the show, with all of our themes and with JoJo's in general, is our over-the-top shakes. So you're going to see the biggest shakes in the industry, and then we dip everything in-house. So a lot of the copycats that you'll see out there and a lot of the other restaurants that are like, oh, let's throw something Instagrammable on our menu. You can't just do that. It helps to have something. Everyone should have something that will catch a consumer's attention, but you have to take it all the way to the finish line. And we do that. So we're dipping donuts and chocolate in-house, covering them with all this homemade stuff. Our cookies are baked fresh every day. And I think that's what separates us from the competitors, is that you have these crazy over-the-top shakes, and it's not someone just taking a candy bar and sticking it in the top of a milkshake and taking a picture. It's very thoughtful, and we do take it all the way home.
So one of the thesis on this show, Digital Hospitality, is that every business, especially brick and mortar and restaurant businesses, have to be digital first, meaning building digital, understanding the 4 C's: content, commerce, communication, and community. How do we use those things in real life and use the technology that's actually going to power us to grow bigger brands than just outside of our village? We also believe that every business is in the hospitality business, whether they know it or not. How do you take care of people? How do you turn a stranger into a friend? Can you talk about F3 specifically? They're a partner of ours. I wouldn't have met you. I lean on relationships. I lean on networking. Dan Diaz, he introduced me to you to have us on the show. The reason why I love doing this show is that now I know you, you know me. I go to Chicago all the time. I can't wait to come and check out your venues. But I'd love to hear, how did you learn about F3 and how have they helped you with your hospitality group?
Yeah, F3 is great. Danny's great. And we attribute a lot of our success to our tech stack. Once upon a time, people said pick locations where it's close to your corporate headquarters, build density, don't leave your state until you're ready. And for us, we're in 4 different states. We have 9 locations across the country, from Arizona to Florida up to Detroit, Michigan. And we've only been able to do it because of the technology that we use. First and foremost, point of sale is huge for restaurants, and we're with Toast. We really like Toast. We like the capabilities it offers us, from reporting to communication, and the handhelds and processing to go with it. But every tech company has their Achilles heel. Toast is the #1 POS company, in my opinion, in the nation. Definitely the fastest growing in the nation. And with that, I don't think they could ever keep up with, all the questions you might have and the continuing education. They do a fantastic job with continuing ed. But Danny Diaz came in because we started with Toast in 2018. Mm-hmm. After a failed run with Square in 2017. The process, it was a mess. Toast Tab, before Toast Tab, I'm sorry, is Breadcrumb. And then someone else that's gone now. Yeah. But 3 different companies inside of 12 months. My business partner was ready to kill me because I wanted to be cloud-based and I wanted to go with tech, and he wanted to do bangers and, checks, like an old school diner. And I'm not sure how we stumbled upon Danny at first, but F3 provided us an opportunity to have them come in and hire them as our liaison to Toast. And in more ways than just one. We have F3 helpline, and I have managers in all 4 states and all 9 locations that at any time can call the F3 helpline. I share this number probably twice a week with new managers. Amazing. And with people around the country. And I say, look, if you have a question, You can wait in the queue on Toast. You can call Toast for help. You can research it or just call F3. They answer maybe second ring faster than my wife. And they document your call. They follow up very well. But F3 has been able to answer our questions, whether they're with the tech or with the software or with the hardware. So we ended up going beyond just using F3 for the tech support. They come in, they build out our server, they build our network, they do our full installs for us. We'll map out where printers are going. And when we designed Detroit, Michigan, Orlando, Florida, and Scottsdale, Arizona, we sat down with F3 and said, this is our site plan. Here are our blueprints. We did it all. And then they flew their guys out or brought in local guys, and they built that out for us. And then, fast forward 2 years, I have a problem. Comcast is down, or I got to move something. I call F3 and they can tell me everything I need to know over the phone.
That's amazing. Before I let you go, I'm definitely going to have you on the show again. It's definitely not enough time. We're running against another show recording, but tell me about Robbie's Rex.
Oh, I got a huge marketing team in here. Similar to we built the business around that, and they like to clown me. I come up with crazy ideas. I give it to the people behind my screen, and there's 4 girls laughing at the podcast.
Hilarious.
Right,
fantastic. Robbie's Rex. Let's go, baby. Tell me about it. We obviously we do lots of different shows. We believe in storytelling. We love when restaurant owners are actually also on social. It's one thing to do B2C content to get people to come into your restaurants. It's another thing to humanize the brand. Tell me why you're willing to put yourself out there for somebody that might be listening to this.
With Robbie's Rex, it's like, I love this brand. It's all my favorites. It's all the menu's built by things I loved growing up, whether it's in New York or Cleveland or coming to Chicago. And it gives me an opportunity to just talk about the food on our menu, the drinks on our menu and stuff like that. So part of it is we'll do anything we can to make sure our restaurant succeeds. We want to touch people. We want people to come in our restaurant. That's what makes us happy. And if putting myself out there and getting on a mic for the girls, I'll do it. I mean, they'll put me in, they'll dress me up and videotape me if I have to. But Robbie's Rex was a fun one for me because I'm not going to sit and blog about my own restaurant. And I have a hard time. I don't want to look arrogant about it, but I love our food. We're the best smash burger I've ever had. I was in Paris last night and they were like, oh, you got to go to this place and have a cheeseburger. And I'm like, you got to come to America and try the cheeseburger at JoJo's because it's much better than this place they sent me. But Robbie's Rex allows me to talk about the food and talk about the drinks and just air it out. So it's unscripted. It's 30 seconds on my way into work. I just sit down, they mic me up and I say, what are we eating today? And they send something out and I just talk about it.
It's amazing. Real quick, personal tech stack, iPhone or Android?
I'm iPhone.
Which version?
16 Pro.
When do you decide to upgrade? Every time a new one drops?
Every time.
Every time. Do you prefer taking photos or videos?
Videos.
What's the first app you open when you wake up?
E-Trade.
E-Trade, really? That's the first E-Trade I've got. Phone calls or text messages?
Text messages.
How many group chats are you in?
Too many.
How many do you enjoy being in?
All 5 of the management group chats from all the stores that are the big stores. Those are great.
Do you keep that is that all iMessage or do you guys have Slack or what do you use?
We use iMessage and when we get a manager that's not on an iPhone, we usually let them go.
You shame them.
We buy them one or we give them an iPad at the store to talk with us.
What's a piece of advice for somebody that's ready to get into this crazy thing that we call restaurants?
Make sure your wife loves you.
Ooh, that's a good piece of advice.
Or don't get one. No, I think the most important piece of tech that I use is 7-shift scheduling and log notes. So we have our managers fill out log notes every single night. So I feel like I've been in the restaurant. So every morning after E-Trade, the second app I open is 7 Shifts.
Wow.
And I look at all 9 stores' log notes. I read up about everything that happened. I ask questions right on there. And then we do a weekly call to talk about my questions.
That is incredible. I am literally getting off this call to have Jordan Bush, the CEO of 7 Shifts, on our Rising Tides call. I will be sure to tell him that Robby is sending the logboats, giving the logbook some love. We too use 7 Shifts. Robby, I truly appreciate it. I can't wait to see you in Chicago. If you ever make it to the West Coast, to San Diego, come check out our barbecue spots. And that goes for anybody listening to the show. What's the best place for people to keep in touch with you, Robby?
On Instagram, for sure.
On Instagram? Perfect. What's your handle?
JoJo ShakeBAR.
Perfect. We'll put JoJo ShakeBAR Short Club CHI also into the show notes. We appreciate you, Robby. As always, guys, stay curious, get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you guys want to reach out to me, I'm weirdly available. Instagram's the fastest, at Shawn P. Walchef. Robby, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this long, you are part of the community. You're part of the tribe. We can't do this alone. We started, no one was listening. Now we have a community of digital hospitality leaders all over the globe. Please check out our new series called Restaurant Technology Substack. It's a Substack newsletter. It's free. It's some of our deep work on the best technology for restaurants. Also, go to YouTube and subscribe to Cali Barbecue Media. Cali BBQ Media on YouTube. We've been putting out a lot of new original content. Hopefully you guys like that content. If you want to work with us, go to betheshow.media. We show up all over the United States, some international countries. We would love to work with you and your growing brand on digital storytelling. You can reach out to me anytime at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. I'm weirdly available. Stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you next episode.